you get paid all of the numbers. And I'll just say some people love this, some people hate it. I always feel like one of the big questions people have is, how do I get paid? Right? So does anyone out there curious, like exactly what you get paid on, how that all works? Kinda?
Some people kind of care, some people not so much. I think they all care personally.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to share my screen and we're going to go to, oh, I have to move this. We're going to go to the mission-driven model. So, and let me back up here. And I'll show you how I got here. So does everybody know about the mission-driven model? Basically, you can go to missiondrivenmodel.info, which is where I am right here. I clicked on getting started. And then I'm clicking on this fast track. And it brings me to this points chart. So I'm going to click on it and make it bigger. And basically, this chart, when you first look at it, is very confusing, a little overwhelming. But once you understand what it is, it will make more sense. So this column, can you guys see, Rihanna, can you see where my cursor is when I do this?
Hold on a sec.
Like
yes, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this left-hand column is all of the products. And when you look through this list, it looks like we have a lot more products than we do. The reason for that is they give you every combination. Like this is the quad. So this is fruits, vegetables, berries, and omega. This is the trio, which is just fruits, vegetables, berries. This is the duo, fruits and vegetables. And then it has the berries broken out, the omega is broken out. So it's every combination. Does that make sense? So every product has PVC points. And so we're going to look at, for right now, we're going to look at the trio. So the trio is worth 169.5 points. And every product has a point value. It is a ratio of the cost of the product. So products that are more expensive have a higher point value than products that are not. We're going to skip this monthly installment column in orange for right now. So this tells you the customer monthly installment price, and this includes shipping. So if somebody orders the trio, they're going to pay $71.25 per month in states that don't tax food. If your state taxes food, it'll be $71.25 plus tax. This is the pay in full amount. So if somebody doesn't want to pay each month, they just want to pay one time in full for the full 4 months, it would be $279. And then as a brand new rep, you're going to earn $39 off of that. So your own trio, actually we should probably go through the quad. So it's 247 points, it's 104.50 installments, 406 with shipping, and you're going to earn $55. So if you just paid your distributor your application fee and became a distributor, you're actually going to, and then you ordered the quad, you paid $50 and you're going to get $55 back. And I need to move this out of the way. Okay, so when you complete your HLP and you have 3 different households and a total of 500 points in 30 days, you're going to move up to the direct distributor level, the DD level, and you're going to start making this retail sales profit plus 6%. And this chart gives you the answers. We used to have to do the math on this ourselves before we have this handy dandy chart. So you're going to make $69.85 for the exact same thing. You just sold somebody the quad, but now you're a DD. You've moved up one level in the marketing plan. So you're going to earn $69.85 instead of $55. Then the next level, when you complete your 2,000 plus and you earn a $250 bonus, you're going to be at this RSP plus 14% commission. So you're going to earn $89.65. And then when you fast track to sales coordinator, you're going to get a $500 bonus, and you're going to be at this 22% commission level. So you're going to earn $109.45 off of doing the exact same thing. So the question is, would you rather earn $55 or would you rather earn $109.45? Does anyone want to answer that rhetorical question? Everyone is so quiet. Okay. I don't know about you all, but I would much rather earn $109.45.
Right.
So
not leave money on the table.
Exactly. And hopefully this isn't new for any of you. Hopefully you probably went through this with your sponsor, but I just wanted to start with this. So here's something that is important to understand. When you are a new rep and when somebody first orders the quad, and it works this way with any of our products, the first time it's shipped out, our company pays you the full, as a new rep, you're going to earn the full retail sales profit because they know you're a brand new rep and you want to make some money quickly. So even if your customer ordered with monthly installments, the company is going to pay you this full $55 in your first paycheck. But here's something that's important to understand is the second time a box ships, so let's say they go through their full 4 months and their second box ships out because they're a super happy customer. You did great follow-up with them. They've been taking it every day. They noticed all kinds of great things on their Juice Plus experience survey. And they said, yep, I'm absolutely ready for my second box. Then if they're paying in installments, so they're paying in monthly installments, you're not going to see $55 on your check for their second box. You're going to see a fourth of that. So you're going to get a fourth of it each month over that 4 months. Does that make sense? Because they're actually paying in installments. Does that make sense?
That was really helpful for me because I didn't get that when I first started out. So
okay.
Understanding that after, what happens after the first shipment. So the company rewards you at the beginning whenever you put in that order for the first time, and they give you all of the retail sales profit at one time. And then they split it up after, that first shipment, they split it up, which I think is good because then you have a better idea of what your monthly income is going to be according to how many preferred customers you have.
Exactly. And it levels out your check because most people pay in installments, and we actually prefer people to pay in installments. If somebody really wants to pay in full, that's okay. But I always encourage my customers to pay in installments because it evens everything out. Instead of getting, I'm at this 22% level, and all of you will be hopefully very soon. So instead of getting $109 1 month and then nothing for the next 3 months and another $109, I like getting 24 something, almost 25 each month for that customer. And so it actually levels our paycheck out each month. So here's the next thing we'll move on to is what about as you build team? So let's say you have gotten to this 14% level, you hit your 2,000 plus, you're a VF and you're at this 14% level, a lot of times people wonder, okay, so I bring a new team member on and let's say they sell a quad, am I going to earn anything off of that quad? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And you're going to earn the difference between what you make and what they make. So you're earning $89.65 off of that quad. And this is a quad that your new rep sold to a customer. So you would make $89.65, but they make 55 of that. So you're going to make $89.65 minus 55, which is $34.65. You guys didn't know we were going to have a math lesson today, did you?
Calculator in hand.
Yeah. So it's easy with this points chart to always figure out what you're going to earn. If you were at the 6% level, let's say you've done your HLP and you have a new rep, you're going to earn $69.85 minus 55. So that's going to be $14.85. And then if you're at the 22% commission level, you're going to earn $109.45 minus the 55.
Which is almost, the difference of that is almost the exact same amount of the retail sales profit as a DD or as a dealer.
Yeah, exactly.
So the moral of the story is get to sales coordinator.
Get to sales coordinator as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's something to understand is within our company, our marketing plan is complex. It's very complex. But you could look at it on a scale. You could have over here would be very, very simple, but not necessarily very fair. And over here you would have very complex, but extremely fair. We are all the way over on this side. Our marketing plan is very complex, but it's extremely, extremely fair. The people who are doing the work are the people who get paid. So if you, let's say you haven't hit your HLP yet, you're a dealer and you bring on a new rep, well, $55 minus $55 is zero, right? And you might be thinking, well, what's it going to benefit me? It absolutely is going to benefit you because all of their orders count towards your 2,000 plus.
Right.
So it still is definitely benefiting you. Their orders are going to help you climb that marketing plan faster.
And the households. So the households and the points, the promo points and the households. And that just happened with a girl on my team. She has 3 new people on her team this month. And the 2 of them came on at one time. Basically, one was sponsoring the other. They pretty much came on at the same time. The girl that was being sponsored actually got into 2 households before the sponsor actually even placed her first personal order. So once the girl who was sponsoring actually placed her first order, she at that point was in 3 different households because she got to count her household and the 2 households that her new team member was also in. And so that's an example of the company counting those households and points towards her HLP promotion. So she actually was eligible for her HLP promotion before she had, she really just put in her personal order, but because she had a team member, that catapulted her to the HLP promotion really quickly. She was really surprised when we told her she had a $100 cash bonus on the way. And then her team member put in that one last order and so they both got $100 cash bonuses, like within the same week, basically they earned that HLP. So super fun to have buddies like that. And you guys are kind of able to, and that way you see that too, that you're not in competition with each other. You're totally helping one another. And that's that fair piece that Janice was talking about.
And I'll just say, as you move up further in the marketing plan, you'll understand that it's brilliant. every step of the marketing plan is absolutely brilliant, and so much thought and attention has gone into rewarding you for helping your team to do well.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rihanna, do you want to go through the Shred product and what you can earn on that?
Yes. So I'm going to share
and
my
actually
screen.
let me just kind of stop here for a second. Does
Mm-hmm.
anyone have any questions? Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop us if you have questions.
Yep. Heather, I know you have an inquisitive mind, so don't you dare act like if you have a question, don't you dare act like you don't have a question. I'm calling her out because I can do that with her. So I wanted to talk about just the significance of all the stuff that we're talking about, promo points, what you're getting paid on products when you're leading with the Shred. And I have talked a little bit about the significance of leading with the Shred before, but we're just going to talk just to help you guys kind of see how amazing it is and how quickly you move through the ranks when you lead with the Shred for a couple different reasons. For one reason, you are combining lots of products together. You're combining multiple products. For example, you're ordering either 4 boxes of shakes or 8 boxes of shakes, with those Shred packages. And so instead of just starting out with people on the Trio is a whopping 169 and a half promo points. And if I'm not showing just the Trio here because I just really wanted you guys to look at the promo, but you saw that on Janice's earlier. So, but look at how many promo points you have, even just for the basic Shred package. You're getting 310 and a half points per basic Shred 10 package. That versus 169 and a half. So think about when you're trying to work towards your 2,000 plus, that's a lot more Trio orders that you have to get in 8 households, or at least 8 households before you get to that 2,000 plus. Okay, 310 is a way bigger number. The premium is actually where a lot of people land when they're going for the Shred because they want the omegas. So that's 388 and a half points. So right there, you've already gone halfway through your 500, halfway through your HLP just with one order. And then the Shred 10 package is 536.25. So there you have all 500 of your points. You still need to get into 2 more households, of course, to get your HLP. But think about if you're adding several Shred 10 package customers, how quickly is that going to get you to that 2,000 points? That, do the math, that's 4 Shred 10 customers, but you have to be in 8 households and have a rep with an order. But at least it takes the pressure off of the points, right? You're also adding big point PVC points, and PVC points don't necessarily count towards your promotions to begin with, but they do come into play big time when you're working on qualifying your business. So once you've gotten to that VF position, your focus at that point is qualifying your business. And if you've been leading with the Shred, you're not going to have any trouble qualifying your business and getting to that 1,000 points of PVC. So I just want to tell you guys a little bit about Yasmin because she was quite surprised today. Yasmin is one of my newer reps, and she really just started putting orders in just this weekend for the Shred. We did a Shred online event on Thursday night. She had about 5 people on it, and then she shared the video with a couple of people. And she basically has, including herself, she has 6 shredders right now. And she already had 2 other household orders. So she basically is 1 household and a rep short of her 2,000 plus because of all of these Shred orders going in. Right now she's at 1,873, and she just started putting orders in on Saturday night. She just started putting orders in. So just, again, to show you how quickly you go through those promo points when you're leading with the Shred. And then I went and told her how much she was going to earn on all of these shred orders. And she was shocked and surprised. So I did the math, and after her retail sales profit, and she's not earning any commission right now at all, you guys, because she's only a new rep. She's just a dealer. So she's fresh, okay? Fresh off the boat, as they say. And so she is only earning out of this column here, the RSP column. So she's got several basic customers. She's got a couple of premium, and she's got her own orders and some other little mismatch type of thrown together type of shred orders or whatever. And she is going to earn, by the time she's done with her $100 HLP cash bonus and her $300 cash bonus for getting to VF, she will have earned over $700. And that's in her first month. That's just within her first month of working and putting in orders. So I'm not really sure how that sounds to you guys. Like, who could use $700 just off the cuff like that? And she was just like, wow, I did not realize that that was going to be the case. Yeah, you start adding 71, 71, 71, 87, 80. You start adding those numbers up for just one group of shredders, and it adds up beautifully. And not only that, you get the cash bonuses on top of it. So, but then, you know, and I know some people are like, well, what if people don't want to do the shred? It's okay, because you have the ability to come down from the shred. So if people don't want to start with the trio and the enough shakes to be able to do a shake a day or 2 shakes a day for the rest of the 4 months, you can break down to maybe just a trio and a shake order, you know, just to get started with. Or we can break down with just a trio and the omega and shakes. Maybe they don't want to order just for all 4 months, but at least you have multiple things that you can kind of come downgrade to, instead of starting with the trio and not really having anything to downgrade to. Does that make sense? So most likely you're going to be able to still have multiple products in there that people are going to start with. If you've kind of started high, if you start here and then you kind of start making things a little bit, you know, easier for them and end up here, you know, you're still in a good spot. But if you start here, you can't even see my hand. If you start here, you don't have anywhere to go, right? Other than maybe like a duo, and God forbid. That is like the pet peeve of the century. God forbid they go down to the duo. So start high with them with the shred. Get them excited about the shred. And then if they're not necessarily like wanting to start out with the shred, you have some place to kind of go and still have a decent order to place for that customer. And also you're giving them a much better experience on multiple products than just starting them on a trio. If they're getting the trio and the omega and some shakes, or just the trio and some shakes, or the trio and omega, you're always giving them a better experience if you started them on something more than just the trio. Does that make sense, everybody? Does anybody have, I've seen some head nods. Anybody have questions about that? No?
And you know what, Rihanna, I just want to, that's such a great point, that the more products people start off on, if somebody starts with the shred and you're doing your job as their rep and you're contacting them every day, right? 3 times a day for those first 5 days during the shred, you're making sure they are really taking their products. You're making sure that they're following the shred guidelines. They're going to, just after 10 days, they're going to have an amazing experience.
So true. Yeah.
And they're going to be much more likely to be Juice Plus customers for life. They're going to be much more likely to want to share Juice Plus with other people. And you're pretty much guaranteeing them they're going to have such better health. You know, it's a win-win-win for everybody.
It really is. It really is. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. It's a really good point.
So, okay, we are almost out of time. Do you guys have any questions or anything you want to dig a little further into?
What if you're not doing the shred? How do you can you really sell that, try and sell that to somebody if you're not doing it yourself?
I would suggest doing it yourself.
Well, I do want to eventually. It's just I can't right now. Right now I can't. But I do want to in the future. I just, I'm more like I want to sell what I'm trying or doing myself as opposed to try and sell something I'm not doing. You know what I mean?
I do. And I think we can talk more about that offline.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you can do the shred, that's always the best because then you have your own experience.
Right.
But you can still encourage people to shred. So.
Because I know the shakes are great, and I know the shred recipes are great. I just don't do them on a regular basis myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard. I don't know. Anyway, it's just something I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
We can talk a little bit more about that offline.
Okay.
So I think we are out of time, and Rihanna and I and Alicia need to get over to our next call. So